I'm CJ Ireland, and it's new release day here at Fantasy Games. Alrighty, well, if you're a Warhammer Underworlds player, this is the week for you. I'm sure you guys have been watching with great interest to see these new books come out, but for those of us who are Age of Sigmar players, we've got something a little bit more important to us. But before we get into the meat of the thing, let's talk about the Underworld stuff. So, Forces of Nurgle are getting their disgusting, squishy debut in Beastgrave and Warhammer Underworlds. Man, they're gross, and they finally have figured out a way to get slightly grosser than before. Now our new models are featuring Fecula Flyblown and her two bully boys. I mean, it's Nurgle. What do you expect? So obviously this is the 3 fighters, 3 fighter cards, bunch of Grimwatch, and 27 universal upgrade power objective cards. If you're into Warhammer Underworlds, you know what's coming in these boxes. They're the easy to build, push together models, and they're in their own plastic colors. And they're exclusive models that you can use in Age of Sigmar also. I recommend it because they're actually really solid. And you can just kind of, make them proxy out for whatever you need. Or you can run them as actually the squad, and most of them have their own rules for AOS. Cool. And of course, with any good Warhammer Underworlds release, we've got special dice to go with them. Bring. And card sleeves also go with them. Bring. Not much to say here, other than that. 5 attack dice and 3 defense dice. 5 attack dice and 3 defense dice. That means that there's no spellcasting in this one, apparently. Huh, okay. Or maybe the spellcasting is part of the card. I don't know. My experience with Warhammer Underworlds is sadly lacking. However, if you're looking to expand your forces in the Ogre Maw tribes, then this is a perfect time to do it. This one, as opposed to the 3 that come in this box, this comes with 6. 1 Ogre, 3 Noblars, which are apparently not goblins, but shush. 1 little man trap, and fitting, really, for Hrothgorn's man trappers. And a big ol' wolf. So, 5 fighters, 5 fighter cards, their special cards, and then 27 universal upgrades. I mean, these easy to build models have been pretty much on the same line as the more recent releases as far as quality. So if you're of a mind to get some more boys, this would be a good... This would be a good hunter. This would be a good anything, really. Or, again, you can just run it as Hrothgorn's man trappers and their little special, what's it? You know the drill. 5 attack dice, 3 defense dice, card sleeves. Bing, bang, boom. Underworld's taken care of. Underworlds is actually a really fun game if you haven't tried it. I've played just a smidgen of it, and I had a really good time, but... man, those models, the special models that you get in this game, they are really solid. And the fact that they're push fit makes it easier to put together in a pinch. They have their own special bases. They're kind of what everybody ever dreamed of, like getting some of these models. Like they have their own cool scenery bases, so you don't have to do the basing yourself. The sculpts are great. They come together like a snap, and like I think, at least for me starting out, I remember picking up models and thinking that they would be cool like this, and now they are, like, just out of the box, so Cool. But, hey, let's talk about the Wrath of the Everchosen. Archaon is mad. Must be Thursday. If you haven't been paying attention to the ongoing story in Age of Sigmar for a minute, let me get you a quick catch up. So, Archaon the Everchosen is and has been the foremost calamity of the era. However, Nagash wants that title for himself, being the supreme overlord of the undead. And they're basically vying to see who will be Sigmar's rival at this point. I saw him first. No, I saw him first. So, to this end, Archaon has rode out with his boys, all of the forces of Chaos Undivided. And now the Ossiarch Bone Reapers, who are fairly recent additions to the series, are like, oh yeah? Well, let's rumble, buddy. And now it's the Mortar Katrakos against Archaon the Everchosen. And yeah, so this is going to have rules for siege battles, which is cool. There's new roaming monsters and wandering endless spells because in the aftermath of the Necroquake, everything just got real funky out there. Realm of Battle rules for the Realm of the 8 points, which is like the nexus of everything. The deadliest battles between Archaon and Katarakos. So you can, it's like, okay, well, I have a whole Ossiarch Bone Reapers army. Okay, well, I have a whole Everchosen army. Let's do some narrative play. And then you get different varieties of Chaos armies. If you've been watching the previews on Hero or Warhammer community, you'll see like, oh, you can build a whole army of just the biggest and most terrible named demon characters, or you can build a whole army of this and that, and combining this and combining like Nurgle and Slaanesh or what have you. An impenetrable bastion is a delicious target for a general who is undefeated. Archaon has said that he can't be defeated at the 8 points, and Katrakos says, hold my beer. So, this is coming out on Saturday, the 8th of February, so come and pick it up when you're ready to really expand your game, and we'll have it here. So, for the week of Saturday, February 8th, this is CJ Ireland signing off, and we'll see you next time.